Okay, so next we are going to discussing
Yes,
invoice
yes.
verification. Invoice verification or logistics invoice verifications. Maybe in generally, if we see the in JD job description, LIV they will mention. That means it is a logistics invoice verifications. IV means it's a invoice verification. Both are same only, but it will be two different names of it. Names are different, but functionalities wise are same how it will be working. So when we will do the logistics invoice verification or invoice verification, generally when we receive the material from vendor as per PO, he supplied the so whether it's a full quantity or partial quantity, we'll do the GRN. Then after he will send the invoice. So in that invoice he will mention delivery challan number, what is the material quantity and what is the per piece cost, what is the PO quantity, 100 pieces we requested, 100 pieces is delivered, 100 pieces, so what is the value for that, any tax corrections is there, any values corrections is there, or maybe the PO number is whether it's corrected or not, any address is mismatched, anything as per our databases. So this kind of we need to be checked thoroughly and we will submit into the invoice to the finance teams. Okay, so that is generally we will see the all the industries. So okay, so now that is the main invoice verification is same. See, so invoice creations we know that MIRO. So payment block also MIRO. Release invoice. That means after we block the invoices, we need to be release invoice to the payment process to the vendor. So if anything's invoice are blocked, we need to be released from block to unblock. That means it's a release invoice MRBRU. Next to cancel invoice. If sometimes maybe vendor is given some wrong calculations or maybe PO number it is not matching our records. Our PO number it is last 4451, but he sent it to me 452 something. So type error something he got it. We told the vendor okay we are going to cancel this invoice. Send it to me different invoices, new invoice number. If you want to cancel the invoice, then MR item is the T code. Next to display invoices. List of invoices. So list of invoices MIR5 means it we will get the reports last month how many invoices we submitted to the finance teams, or if you want to see the last month vendor wises also invoices we can able to see in this list of invoices. So, invoice overview also same. So invoice the display mode only will come. So parking invoice. So parking invoice means so now system entry needs to be done today date, but it will not be reached to the finance teams. It will be draft applications. So that is cases. A simple parking invoice means we just system also we entering all the information, but invoice after we created, it will not go to the finance teams. It will be there in parking. That means it will be draft invoices. We will not submit it. Okay. Next here ERS it is there. So ERS we know some of the in consignment and pipeline PO in info record we will setting ERS. So ERS T code is a MRRL. This MRRL means we will go for plant wise, whether we go for company wise, company code wise. So this is directly in the info record we maintaining particular material, particular vendor, the ERS we are going to indicators we are setting. If MRRL, MRRL under that, we can do multiple vendors, we can do the multiple plans. We'll see that. I'll just show the screen how will be the where we will see. Then what is the benefit of ERS in interest they will ask. What is the benefit of if we set ERS in a system, so what is the benefit we can say these points. So purchase order can be closed quickly. That means once a payment is done, so automatically PR we can PO we can close the once a payment you got the confirmation of finance names, we can close that. No price and quantity variation in invoice verification. Sometimes we order 10 pieces, is delivered 9 pieces, but invoice is given is 10 pieces. The one pieces is a mismatch it is there. Maybe The quantity sometimes error will be there. Sometimes 100 rupees metal cost by mistakenly is entered 910 rupees per piece. So 10 rupees extra per piece. So that kind of invoices, that kind of variations in invoice verifications. No need to be receive the invoice from vendor if we set in a ERS means when we receive the material from the vendor, we can make the payment immediately or next day or whenever. So no need to be wait. So vendor will be supplying the materials. Invoices. Some vendors after in delivery also we need to send a mail to so we received as per PO quantity full quantity. So 10 pieces we ordered, 10 pieces we received. So after 1 week is over, still we didn't receive the purchase invoice, a commercial invoice. Can you please send it to me? Invoice for payment process to do. So we need to be send a mails also sometimes because maybe some other reasons vendor is forgot or some other reasons vendor is on is not submitting, sender is we sending mails, is we calling, is not responding. So maybe some other reasons is not yet submitted. So no need to be receive the invoice from vendor. So communications error also be we can avoid. Communication is same thing. So for phone we will calling is not reachable or mails we sending is not responding. So that kind of communications can be avoided if you set these AERS procedures in databases. Okay, now we'll see this how it will be the working, how we can do the block, how we can see the release, how we can do the cancel. The main these three are important. So generally any industry's payment block will be there, release is there, cancel invoices are there. So we see how it will be working in SAP. Okay, let's go to I will create one purchase order, then I will do the goods receipt. We'll see. Okay, okay, SPRO, sorry, PO1 I will create here with 21. Okay, let's say D1 to 3, any one vendor. Okay, D1 to 3, company code, purchase group, D1 to 3, materials, I will create 2 TB hard disk. Let's say examples 40 pieces. We had a delivery date. Okay, tomorrow I will give net price per piece 2000 rupees. INR plan even given storage location. Okay, PB double zero. Let's okay 2000 rupees. Okay, save. Now PO we created. The PO number is 286. Now I will do goods receipt with partially. MIGO. Okay, goods receipt with okay, so PO number 286. Okay, PO number not yet released. We will go back here 29. Yeah. Easy. Okay. So, okay. Now we'll go back to Miko. Okay. So I will see. I will go for partially delivery. Let's example. First, I will do 10 pieces parcel. Okay. Item okay. Post. Okay. So document is posted. For these 10 pieces, now we'll see the Miro, MIRO. Okay, enter today date. Okay, just invoice date 286. Okay, so 10 pieces quantity. Invoice. We just go back to tax code. Okay, tax code is ours. We're selecting here. So baseline it is asking payment. Okay, let's examples 20th August. See here by default payment block options here free will be there, free for payment. That means there is no any restrictions or there is no any problem from, so we can make the payment. If you selected B or A, that means blocked for payment. Maybe some other reasons. So 10 pieces we received, but out of 10 pieces, one pieces, some accessories are pending for that materials, or maybe we asked them to replace it one item. So he didn't replace it till. So what we will do? So invoice we submitting fine also. So invoice if we keep it for with sometimes maybe we somewhere we misplaced or some other reasons somewhere it will be misplaced or something it will happen, so we don't want to be that kind of issues we facing. So we what we can do, we will create invoice MIRO will payment blocking. Once you block this payment, so finance teams they will not make the payment until block to release. So here F is a fraud management, IP is a post processing payment request, anything advance payment is there, we can select here. The invoice verifications, this is payment clearing, we will be miss it is just I will select blee. Okay, just go to basic again data. So tax amount, so 10,000 rupees is tax. So 21,000 is bill amount. So total including tax. So now I'm going to post. If I post this invoice also, it will be blocked. See, payment is document is generated 368 but blocked for payment. So after vendor is replaced, so you can able to, we can whatever the blocked invoice we need to be released. Then finance team will make the payment to the vendor. For release for payment, MRBR is a release T code. Okay, go to here. So invoice number is 368. So now we'll go to MR item. So MRBR. I cancel this. MRBR. Okay. So invoice number is 368. Company code physical here. today. I mean current year will come. Okay, here blocking procedure we need to be select here payment manual payment block. Okay, this by default will come release manually. We can keep this as it is. The blocking procedure manual payment block. Okay, go to execute. Here see this is the invoice number, current year, invoice currency. Okay, so this today which is the transaction date to this exchange rate you can leave, posting date, company code, invoicing party is vendor. This is the name, company name. It is coming. Okay. Okay, created by this one. So payment is blocked. How many days are blocked also? So here will come here. Days are days one, days two. Sometimes you payment we got the replacement from vendor also. We didn't release it here. Blocked list two. We need to be some other purpose, or maybe when you go for reports also will come to know invoice 5 days, 10 days, 20 days like that. So you will get this one invoice is there, we can able to see multiple invoices. So it will show system here how many days to this invoice is blocked. I mean, so we can come to know here the number of days. Yes. Okay, this is log for payment block that is will come. So next, that's it. Okay, payment is blocked. Now what we'll do, select line item, go to here, release. Once you release this, the color will be changed. This flag will come here. Status will be released. See, once you select this one, just click this one. If you have multiple invoices, can select all we can do, or line item wise. With line item means it's invoice number wise also we can do. Select line item, click here, release invoice. Once you done this one, flag will come here. Next to save this changes. One invoice is released. Once you release, then it will go to the financing for payment process to the vendor. Okay, now we'll see again one more transaction, partial delivery only. I will see Mego. Okay, just enter P1 number 286. Okay, let's till 10 pieces is there. Let's 5 pieces I'm accepting. Okay, see total 40 order, 40 with 10 we receive GR quantity, and 5 second time we are going to receiving. Just selecting post. Okay, for this the 5 pieces, yes, Miru. Now I'm doing, I'm just submitting this invoices 5 pieces whatever we received. Receiving, then I will cancel that invoice. Okay, so just examples 286. Okay, thanks for D1, D1. Okay, just
So these 5 pieces we received from vendor, na sir?
vendor
Again.
on partially
Okay,
delivery
sir.
I am, because if multiple transactions, if multiple instead of POs, one PO only, I will receive some partial deliveries with we can do all these transactions. Otherwise, each and every time we need to be create multiple POs, right? One PO only.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just basic data.
POI number is same, na sir? For the 10
Ah,
numbers material, this
yes,
5
yes,
numbers
yes.
material.
See,
Okay, sir.
you place the order for 20 pieces, but we ask them to vendor emergency 5 pieces. Okay, is supplied. So after a week, you request him to 10 pieces or 5 pieces. We can do within the PO
Okay, sir.
quantity multiple times, whether partial delivery, 20 POs, I mean, one PO, 20 quantities, you can do GR in 20 times also. Each time
Okay, sir.
one. How within the PO quantity n number of multiple times you can do the GRN. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Okay, so now see 10,500 including tax amount. Now I'm submitting this invoice. Now we, after invoice we submitted final stamps, then they will come back also some corrections are there, some other reasons we are going to cancel this invoice. Okay, cancel this invoice. T code is MRBR. MR, yes, sorry, MR8M. Okay, cancel invoice. The invoice number, the fiscal year, the reversal reasons are there. That means now we are in June 27, July 27th. Now if we close this, I mean, we are going to cancel this invoice. Here we need to be select. That means if I select 01, reversal in current period. That means July month we cancelled, vendor is submitting replacement or any invoices with current period itself. Okay, in case second, if I will select reversal in closed period, that means last month invoice is month is over, invoice is submitted, so then that is a reversal in closed period. So last month we can choose here also. So if 03, if I will select actual reversal in current period, so this month we will be closed, same month only vendor is will be submitting same thing. In case 07, incorrect in document date or something, we can reasons we can select this, we can cancel this. In case if I will select here, so reversal in current period, so let's what is the difference is. Okay, post. Now document is posted. Okay, now we'll go back to the purchase order history ME22N. If you want to see, go to 256 is our PO number, sorry 86. See 86. See, total we received 15 pieces, but invoice we received only 10 pieces because second we 5 pieces we cancelled. Cancelled means how we will know, here minus will come. If minus indicator means it is invoice is cancelled. So that is the reason. See, invoice received 10 pieces, GR quantity is 15 pieces. Even this the same quantity and the value also minus here. That means it's not in our quantity. I mean, invoice is still pending from vendor. We need to make the payment. If I will do the 4 pieces or something, the next time I received, so total 15 pieces we received. Now if vendor is supplied 3 pieces, when I do the goods receipt, 3 pieces only it will show. When I do the Miro for 3 pieces, these 5 pieces also will be included because we selected here class, I mean MRBR with a reversal in current period we selected. MR8. Here, see 01 we selected. That means 01 means it is in reversal in current period. So when we do the goods receipt, automatically will come. See now, let's go to here now. Okay, we go. I will do PO number. That's still 25 pieces is it? 3 pieces I am doing goods receipt. The total 15 we received. Now it is in even 15 pieces we received. Okay, now we'll close this one. Otherwise, system will throw error message. Okay, item okay, post. Okay, document is posted. Now we'll go back to Miro MIRO. Now we done the 3 pieces, correct? If I will enter PO number, old 5 pieces and these 3 pieces, total 8 pieces will invoice will come. See, 8 pieces is there. Because we selected here the reversal in current period. When we do the next time, automatically the old quantities, anything invoice are pending, it will be clubbed together. It will be doing invoice. That means vendor is given to us. Okay, now we'll see after D1, D1 payment 25th August. Okay, 16,800. Okay, save. Okay. Now see the purchase order history. ME22N 286. See, is now 8 become. So total 18 we received. Goods receipt. This invoice receipt also 18 pieces. These 5 pieces are it's in cancelled. So cancelled it will give the different different number ranges. Number ranges means it isn't just it's based on the transactions number ranges it will give.
Sir, if you want decrease quantity means, sir,
Decrease means
we, totally we need 18 quantities now, sir.
hmm.
If you need to cancel 5 quantities means
It's already which invoice you're going to cancel now?
after goods receipt, sir.
Okay.
Goods receipt created, sir. After that,
Good.
we need to remove some quantity means decrease some quantity means.
Why we need to be removed? Because that is return delivery it is there. That is
Okay,
different. That inventory management will come. We'll discuss that. That kind of see now examples 5 pieces we received here. Correct?
yes, sir. Yes,
In
sir.
these 5 pieces, at the time of delivery time, quality is good, working fine. Maybe when we allocations at the time after the testing, metals is warranty is there. Okay. Under warranty, and by the time he will just replace it. So invoice it's anyway we need to make the payment, right? So cancel means how we will cancel the GR, we will send it back to the vendor. Maybe some other regions we don't want to or something we can send it back, or maybe 4 5 quantities out of 4 we received one is good, so we need to be replacement grn anyway it's happened, so we cannot do, we don't want permanently means then we can send it back. It is a replacement means we just grn is then already quantity same only materials he will be replacement, that's it. Anyway invoice are same, quantity also same, understand right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we created done, payment block is done, release done, cancel done. So now we'll see display MIR4. So MIR4 means any one invoice. Let's example say MIR4 last invoice what we done. This is 370 last invoice number. It will be display mode all are. So what is a Vivo quantity? What is the what is the in this invoice? What is the quantity we received? What is the PO number? What is the tax amount? What is the payment due date? We can see those informations that will come in the display mode. Okay. Next is a list of invoices are there. MIR5. So MIR5. See here and display list of invoices, company code. See the invoice party. If you want to see the vendor wise, you can enter vendor wise. Here document date is there. If you want to see the last month how many invoices we submitted to finance team, you can enter here 01 like this, 30th June. So last month, how many invoices we submitted to the finance teams will come to know. Our posting date is there. Our year is there to 2020. Or if you want to see the last 2019 invoices, you can go for that also. Company code, we should be remove this one anything invoices. You just enter and execute. Nothing invoices is there. Okay, or maybe we can see 2020 this year. Just execute. Complete list will come invoices. When you started using to these invoices, when we submitted to finance team, those dates will come here. No, who's creating? It's not even username. How it is coming? Okay. Okay. Yes, I'll cross check that. It is showing. Next, so display we see in here list of invoices. So parking. The invoice overview also same thing will come. Nothing. So whatever display will come, any one invoice it will see the full information. So parking invoice. That's examples. Now I will see one goods receipt. Instead of here, let's go to Migo. So again I will do the P1 number 286. Okay, so 22 is still it's pending from the vendor side. See, the totally we received 18 pieces, total we ordered 40, GR quantity 18, 22 is pending. Let's say examples 5 pieces. I'm going to do the goods receipt item. Okay, post. Okay, now we'll go to MIRO. Sorry, not MIRO, plus MIR7 parking invoice. MIR7. That means invoice is parking. It will not be submitted to the finance team. See, today date. Okay, so payment here. So invoice date will, sorry, P1 number will come. So for 5 pieces we received. So 5 pieces I'm going to parking. That means we just draft application. System enter happened today only. We don't want to be delay for system submission something. So tax code, the payment due date here, same thing I will enter. Okay, so 10,500. Yes, saving. So you will get the invoice is parked. Document number has been parked. Now if we see the purchase order history ME22N to 86, our number, the invoice number is parked. That means we just hold it. We didn't complete it. We didn't submit it to the finance team. See, value, it will not show here because still when you submitted this invoice to the finance teams, then you can able to see this the value for this material. Until so here will roughly will show what is the cost for that 5 pieces at the time of in purchase order history. If you want to see in this one, the GR is done. 23 is done. 46,000, 46,000. But 18 pieces, 36,000 is done. So 5 pieces I didn't submit it to the finance teams. When I submitted to the, that means Miro, this column also will be 0. When I submitted the invoice to the finance team, this column will 0 and 46 will come here 46. Both are matching. Here the quantities also nothing here, also 0 will come. See, what is the document number here? Sorry, invoice number is 371. Now we can, now we'll see miro. Okay, I think here one number will come actually. If you give that number also will come that. Okay, so if I enter PR number or PO number, what is the quantity of I parked here? 5 pieces. This 5 pieces automatically it will come here. And document is opened. That is automatically 5 pieces will come here. Now we just go back here. 10,500. Now post. Okay. Now see the purchase order history. Again ME22N. Actually, it should go this one. Why it is not? Anyway, but now see 23, 23. So goods received 23 pieces, 5 pieces with 23 GE invoice we received. But it is, what is the record purpose in future? Any parked invoice we done this for purchase order or reference purpose 371 it is there. What is the quantity? But value will be 0 only. So 5 pieces we done. Anything we done the parked invoice for this particular PO, we can able to see the in data purchase order history. Now we see 36, 46, 46. Everything matching. Okay. After that ERS. So you should remember this ERS. So what purpose of ERS? What is the benefit if you do this one ERS and all? Sorry, MRRL. Okay, see, go to slash and MRRL company code. If you have plant T1 P1, under this plant, if you want to see the complete vendors, you can enter here, or here the vendor is there. If you want a particular vendor, in case if number ranges are there, we create a number ranges for vendor 1000 to here. That means see 10,000 to 1010. 1 second. Okay, so 11 vendors we can at the time we can block the even the invoice. It's not required any materials. If you want to particularly materials, if you want to fix that vendor, then individually we have to go back in ME11. Otherwise here, so we select here plan vendor and company code plan to execute. So automatically vendors everything will be, see if I click this one, I don't have any vendors particularly, so that is the reasons no documents will be selected. Okay, so we can do here multiple goods receipt posting date. In case if you want to whatever the transactions we done June, let's examples. Okay, that means in this period invoices not required, we can make the payment without two invoices. So how we can make the payments? What is the quantities as per the info record vendor and the price maintains, they can do. But that should be first we should be maintain ERS in individually if you want this in this particular period, or if you go for vendor wise we can do here. So this is bulk, we can do multiple levels, multiple plans in one time. Okay, that is ERS, but T code is MRRL, this one. Generally, we will not use this much, this one, but it is in, so what is, can we do, because in ME11, it is in vendor wise, material wise, we have to do, because individually. So we can do with the bulk, any vendors are there, any plants also we can do, but it's not regularly doing these activities in EMRRL. But in ME11, we can do ERS at the time of consignment or at the time of it is in pipeline PO, or maybe standard also. If you don't want to be this one, we can do set up in ERS in metal master, sorry, in vendor master also, in info record. Okay, so this is invoice verifications topics. Okay, next topic I will discuss very small topic only, automatic PO creations. Okay, so automatic PO creation means, as a we are functional, we are examples as end users, other people are not there. Okay, I am only one person is there, my colleagues is there, went to long leave, some other reasons, today is leave. Okay, I got today 20 PRs are approved internally, my managers. Now I want to be creative, all the 20 PRs to we need to be convert to the purchase orders. So I don't time much time to manual entries, ME21, vendor, materials, so, and what is the delivery date, what is the plan, what is the quantities, complete. I don't have time to creation. So 20 POs, 20 PRs are there. It's very difficult to, we have to maintain that. So what we will do, we have to do some configuration setups. Any materials, let's examples, Dell laptop. If you want to go for automatic PO creations, in Metal Master, we should tick that one automatic PO for particular materials. Only just 4 steps are there, automatic PO creation. First we'll see material creations. Let's examples MM01. Okay, so examples. Honda Activa, I think should be there. My materials is Honda Activa. Okay, maybe Honda bike. Okay, mechanical engineering here. So I will select to D1 P1 raw materials. Okay, enter. Okay, plant D1 P1 storage locations. Okay, enter. In purchasing data, I will enter basic data automatically. How it can. Okay, data is already created. I don't want. Yeah, that is the reason. Honda bike 150cc maybe. Okay, plan to storage locations. Okay, Honda bike 150cc. So base into measure PC, metal group is 0001, lab this one 001. Okay, purchase group 001C. So interview they will ask. So if you want to create automatic PO, what are the prerequisitions? They will ask. So whenever we creating material under purchasing view, here automatic PO is there. We should tick this. If you not tick this material, you cannot create to automatically purchase order after PR. Create PR is approved. So if you want to create this material for automatically, we should tick this automatic purchase order indicator in material master under purchasing view. This is okay. Enter. Rest of normal. Nothing will come. Okay. Valuation classes 3000. That's example. Okay, 15,000, just roughly. Okay, now metals is created. Now I have to create a vendor. Maybe existing vendor, we can create a one vendor also. I will create one new vendor. Okay, so metals is created. Let's go to vendor creation, xk01. Okay, so let's, okay, so purchase group is D123. I have vendor account group also D123. Let's here Honda vendor. Okay, let's example. Okay, it's already there. Okay, okay, Honda 150 is my vendor. Let's internal number. Yes. Okay, here Honda bike vendor. Here Honda bike vendor. Let's examples country India. The cancellation account 151000. Then cash management group A1 is a domestic vendor. The payment terms nothing. Here the purchasing data order currency INR. Okay. The payment terms 001, sorry 0001. Here automatic PO is there. We need to be select. That means for this vendor, so maybe number will come. So when we use this vendor, so automatically PO needs to be created. Automatic PO. We need to be select here. So we need to tell interview time also. When we creating vendor under purchasing data. So here control data. So purchasing data you say. So under purchasing data screen, there is one automatic purchase order indicator. It is there here. Checkbox. We need to be select this one. Okay. Enter and save. Now vendor is created, metals is created. But both the things, the indicators we need to be fixed that. I mean checkbox, automatic PO, we need to be tick. 6601 is vendor. Now we'll go to info record ME11. So vendor 661 will come, 6601 Honda bike will come, purchase organization plan to will come. So just go to normal, nothing will, anything changes here. 10 days. So let's say examples, 50 pieces. Okay, minimum 50. Here price is make it 15,000. Okay, the condition is PB00. Okay, quotation number and save. So four steps is mandatory, like vendor master, sorry, metal master, vendor master, info record. Next is source list ME01 by material plant. Enter. Here we need to be enter vendors. Like today, okay, today date is 29th. Okay, that's example March. Here vendor we need to be enter. So which vendor to whom we set automatic PO checkbox in vendor database, those vendors we can enter here. Let's see in case if we have any other vendors we done in vendor master checkbox automatic, we can enter those vendors here. Purchase organizations. Okay, we need to be fixed here. We need to be tick this. That means, so if you fix here this vendor, this purchase organization, this material, automatically PR will be converted. When we have to create PR, after PR approved, it will be converted. We'll see that how when you create the purchase requisition will come. Okay, save now. Now we'll go to ME51 PR creation, ME51N. Okay, so material Honda bike 150cc. Okay, let's say examples 10 pieces. Delivery date to 25th August. Plant D1 P1. Storage location D1 S1. Okay, enter. Okay, after this, we have to go to source of supply. Here, source of supply fixed vendor is there. In ME01, to whom we done, okay, ME01, to whom we fixed here, we need to be enter this. Now 6601 vendor. Here fixed vendor, we need to enter 6601. When you enter this one, automatically info record number will come. This is info record number. If you save after that, okay, so that's it. No need to be doing any other things on in source of supply fixed vendor. If one vendor is there, so automatically we can see. If you have multiple vendor, if you fix these materials, then go back here in this pop-up, we can select here what is the vendors. If we have any source list is there, materials is there. See, if you want, you can select here vendors by materials. See, here we need to be enter bike. In databases, only one vendor will come because we done this in info record for one vendor. We done this source list is one vendor. So that is the reason only one vendor it is showing. Okay, save. One we submitted a PR. Okay, PR number is 1001,817. Okay, we can copy this number. Okay, see, after PR approved by managers, so for automatic PO creation, T code is a ME59N. Interview they will ask, so what is the T code for automatic PO creation? So ME59N. Okay, enter. This is the screen. So vendor will come. So if this is the last, we done the in purchase requisition number, this vendor we entered. So that is the reason it came here directly. Otherwise, you can remove here also. I mean, what is purchase group, right? Here. If the same vendor, you can leave. Otherwise, if any different vendor, you can remove here. So then if you enter here vendor, so automatically the C vendor will be converting purchase order to this vendor. See, we need to be enter here PR number, purchase requisition it is there. Just what we copied, you just enter this number, okay, execute. That's it. Then automatically PR will be converting. So you will come to know here, so purchase order successfully converted. Just click this one, so nothing will come here, just informations will come. Unable to determine calculation schema means no pricings and also what the conditions, no conditions. That means it is we don't have any condition. See here order quantity minimum 50 pieces. We entered info record, but we done the in purchase requisition is a 5 pieces. 5 or something we done this one. Okay, and see the P1 number is 287. Now we can do goods receipt and we can do the payment. So again, if you want to do anything changes, this P1 number 287, then we'll go back to here ME22. Just go to 287 is our PO number. See, Honda bike, 10 pieces I entered, sorry, 10 pieces, 15,000, 1,50,000. So here we can change quantity, anything. Instead of we entering vendor, price, materials, plan to delivery date, to net prices, everything. So automatically whatever we entered there, so everything will copy from the purchase requisition to PR. So this is automatic PO creations. So where we have multiple PRs are there, 20 are there today approved. So like maybe last 1 week manager he was in leave, so today he came to office, he approved all the PRs. The 20 are there. So what we will do? We have to create a one by one. Or so like this process, we can do ME59N with PR number. But if you do the PR number, we have to do the first material master. That material should be there tick. Vendor master should be there in automatic PO. Source list is mandatory, and info. These four steps are mandatory. If you want to do the automatic PO, material master, vendor master, info record, source list. Okay, understand, right?
Yes, sir.
So I will send it to you. You can practice this automatic PO creation and all. You will see. Okay.